Hello class, welcome to week 6 presentation for SSCU 380. My name is Justin Allen and today is my presentation. IBM and supercomputers. IBM, more formally known as its original form International Business Machines Corporation, was first established in 1911, later being renamed to IBM in 1924. It was really the first largest American tech company that had a focus on supercomputers and advancing our technology. Now, while IBM no longer remains the dominant tech giant it once was, it served as a foundation for other big tech companies like Apple, Google, and Meta to reach for new highs that led them to become the powerful entities that they are today. This is in part why America is now one of the leaders of the next generation of the supercomputer, artificial intelligence, or better known as AI. The power of AI. And what is AI? AI, artificial intelligence, is technology that enables computers and machines to simulate human learning, comprehension, problem solving, decision making, creativity, and autonomy. In other words, it's the smartest version of the supercomputer that is known to exist. It represents that new generation of supercomputers that have what feels like an endless amount of opportunity to increase productivity. The question still remains, what impact will this have on our workforce and security? Pros of AI. AI gives business and individual workers the ability to be more productive using less people and less tools, funneling more to the supercomputer to finish the task. It can help employers reduce costs by improving inefficiencies and require less overhead and staff to operate a business. Now, while we might think this is great news for people who are entrepreneurs or major corporations or whatever form of factor of work that you find yourself in, this also can have downward consequences for the opposite effects of this productivity. The cons to AI. One obvious concern is that if AI becomes so sophisticated that it can do jobs better than real people can, then it means those people will be without jobs in the future. The question then becomes, what is the social impact to this? What is the true cost of having this new technology? What kind of unrest will happen as a result of people who no longer have the ability to work a job now that they've been replaced by the supercomputer machine? Even more importantly, one might think, is what are the impacts this technology will have on our national security? AI can accelerate the pace of war, as well as attacks on a command and control system. It may be particularly prone to this danger. It could be used, for example, to perceive a unilateral decision that will be taken without the approval of a human who's supposed to be overseeing the technology to begin with. In other words, if AI becomes so smart that it does not wait for humans to give it orders, it can act on its own, and as a result, take the decision of war away from humans. Think of the worst sci-fi movies in history, like The Matrix, like the Terminator. These kind of things are often things that would be a joke in most circles, but unfortunately is a reality that we have to think about going into our future. We have to ask ourselves, this technology, while it does have a lot of great benefits to it that will really usher in an era of productivity and research development, as well as new jobs being created, also has the ability to destroy us ultimately. Now, the question then becomes, at what pace will this all happen? Well, nobody really knows. There are estimates from many different professionals saying that as many as millions of jobs will be replaced in the next 5 years, while at the same time saying that new jobs will replace those jobs that no longer exist. As a society, we've been here before. We've seen the invention of new technologies and machinery replace jobs that existed only because they no longer become relevant. You don't see too many people, for example, using horses as transportation today because there's a better benefit to use industries like fast bullet speed trains, as well as the electric car or the gas-powered car. This doesn't mean that there aren't new jobs that go into that car industry / high-speed rail industry that no longer work in the horse industry, but it just means that we're very unsure what the real result of this will be for the type of disruption this technology can lead to. And I think it's a fair question to ask as we go into a new world of economic uncertainty as a result of these technologies. Every person working a job today has to ask themselves, am I safe? The conclusion is it's still unknown what the long-term effects of AI will have on people in the world. We could be headed into a golden era of production and creativity where AI actually solves more problems than it creates. On the other hand, AI can make humans more and more irrelevant as it relates to production and decision making to the point where the technology is controlling us versus people controlling the technology. Only time will tell. Thank you for watching my presentation today. My references are listed above. Please let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day.